The King awkwardly upstaged the Prime Minister today by taking the train to Manchester rather than a flight. Charles is visiting the city today, alongside Queen Consort Camilla, to see GCHQ's Northwest Hub and the Kellogg's plant, which is the largest cereal factory in Europe and the biggest corn flake factory in the world. He was pictured arriving at Manchester Victoria Station on his first trip using the Royal train. Taking the train instead of a private jet for a trip reduces carbon emissions significantly and contributes to fighting against climate change. This move by King Charles is not only significant in terms of reducing carbon footprint but also in terms of promoting the use of public transportation and reducing the reliance on private transportation. Prime Minister Mr. Rishi Sunak was criticised yesterday after flying 41 minutes from RAF Northolt in West London to Blackpool, later hopping over to Teesside Airport, which took another 28 minutes. The taxpayer-funded private trip to promote levelling up would have taken him around 4.5 hours by car or 3 hours by train. Critics, mostly from the Labour Party, said Mr. Sunak's trip made a mockery of his Conservative government's Jet Zero strategy pledge to help achieve net zero emissions in the UK by 2050. Since the beginning of the year, the Prime Minister has used the 14-seater plane to visit Scotland and Leeds for various engagements. Labour's Deputy Leader Angela Rayner said, "His expensive private jet habit is costing the environment and taxpayer dear. He's swanning around like a washed-up A-lister courtesy of the public, making a mockery of his own government's zero-jet strategy." Lib Dem Deputy Leader Daisy Cooper said, "It's ridiculous he can't get a train like the rest of the British public. The 7:16 a.m. train he could have taken arrived 14 minutes late yesterday, and only 38.8% of Avanti West Coast's trains were on time from July to September last year." The Prime Minister told reporters in Morecambe, "I travel around so I can do lots of things in one day. I'm not traveling around just for my own enjoyment, though this is very enjoyable. I'm traveling around so I can talk to people in Accrington this morning. I've talked to you. I'm going to get over to Hartlepool because I'm working on all of your behalf. Trust me, I'm working as hard as I can to deliver for you, and I travel to make myself as effective as possible." The Prime Minister's spokesperson said he did not know when Mr. Sunak last used a train. It's not even the first transport criticism Mr. Sunak has come under this week. Yesterday he was criticised for not wearing a seatbelt in a video he made while being driven on his tour yesterday. Not wearing a seatbelt is a criminal offence punishable by a fine of up to £500. In conclusion, King Charles's decision to take the train instead of a private jet for his trip to Manchester is a significant move that promotes sustainable travel. It sets an example for other leaders and the public to follow, and it supports the government's efforts to reduce carbon emissions and promote sustainable travel. It's a small step but an important one toward creating a more sustainable future for all of us. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment on my channel, and click the notification bell for future videos.